Hello friends, Fred Bergeron from Inaxsys. Hope you're doing well today. In this new video, actually my first video of 2025, I'm going to show you how to upgrade the operating system of an ICT DIN Rail controller. So that's valid for WX and GX controllers and that are with a USB port. Okay, so if your controller has a USB port, we can upgrade to this new version, which is build 32 of the operating system. I don't have all the details, but basically this is the firmware that we use if we want to enable, let's say, I think TLS 1.2 and HTTPS certificates for the controller. And also, if you use the single record download service, or the new download service that may be released later this year, you're gonna have to upgrade the firmware. So I want to show you how. Still, I suggest that you contact our support team just to, first of all, get the files needed to do it and the instructions that we're going to review in this video, and also confirm that you have the correct hardware in the controller to support this new version. So this operating system will allow you to upgrade the controller to the latest firmware version, and obviously allow the client to use new functionalities and maybe some bug fixes applied to the firmware as well. Okay, so it's very easy to do. First of all, what we need to do, and you can see this on the screen as well, we need to put a jumper on reader port number 2, L1, which is the LED 1 port, to data 1 or NB on reader port number 1. All right, so you basically need to power down the controller, put the jumper and power up. But before you power down the controller initially, make sure it is still at 192.168.1.2. So that's a requirement. Basically, you have to go back to the default IP address and then we launch the application. We need also to make sure that your laptop or computer is in the same range with the default IP. Okay, I suggest to connect to the controller directly unless you're on a complex network, but that's typically, this setup here is typically how I do it for my clients. Okay, so again, if it's a WX, make sure you back up the database before proceeding with the OS update. Okay, so again, I have my jumper between port 2 L1, port 1 D1. Okay, so jumper is applied. I did a power up the controller. Something you need to know, you need to grab the last four characters of the serial number. In this case, it's 4876. Okay, and then convert it to decimal. So 18,550 is what I'm supposed to get as the ID of the controller in my list. Okay, so once it's done, when the jumper is there, the controller is powered up, you won't see a status light. It's normal because it's in OS update mode. It's just waiting for us to drop the file in it. Okay, so now if I go to my folder here, I start this tool, I accept user account control, and you see I have 18,550 in the list, so that's my controller here. I click OK. It will open this tool here, and then you see it's grabbing the file already because I just did another tutorial before, but typically you have to select the file, but this way, in this case, it's already selected. Okay, so downloading, and when you see done, that's it. It's very fast. It's like maybe 10-15 seconds maximum. I can close the application. I can remove my jumper here, so it's not shorting anymore, and I simply power cycle the controller after it's completely off. Okay, maybe wait 10-20 seconds, and basically when it's powered back up, now if it's an older firmware, you are able to actually upgrade it to the latest version. In some cases, people don't look at the operating system version and they try to upgrade to the newer version, and then they may have some issues because the controller has a firmware version that's too new for the OS of the controller. In this case, you upgrade the OS, and then you may have to push the firmware update again in the controller so that it's functioning properly. Okay, so again, we power cycle the controller, and then it's gonna be, it's gonna be back up and running normally. Okay, obviously, if you had changed the IP to do this process, or basically you just need to put the IP address like it was before, so the GX server will find it. Or your WX system will be on the same IP for remote access. Okay, so I hope you liked the video. This was how to upgrade the operating system of an ICT DIN Rail controller. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you need any kind of help from support or sales, you can reach these two teams from Inaxsys.com. Again, Fred Bergeron from Inaxsys. Talk to you soon.